Hey yo, what's going on guys? It is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today we got what if Naruto ate the Yuo no Mi. And for this video, it is scripted, so I won't be making too much mistakes. And sorry for butchering the name, but we move from that and we start the video. In a world of a place different from what you know as the Naruto-verse is the One Piece universe. It is when Luffy and Kaido and Big Mom and all of Luffy's friends and crew were charging and attacking Kaido and Big Mom. When Luffy delivered the final blow to Kaido, and Law and all of the other worst generation people used their moves and defeated Big Mom. They finally defeated the worst threat of this world, Kaido and Big Mom. And something that they weren't expecting was the fruit to be recreated, but in a different universe. Yes, they were expecting the fruit to be recreated, the Yuo no Mi to be created again, but not in a different universe. The Yuo no Mi was created in the Naruto-verse. So, the Yuo no Mi was found the Forest of Death. And, yeah, I apologize for butchering the name. Apologies, but I don't know the name, so I'm sticking with that. If you want, I can call it the fish fruit, but we move from that. So Naruto, prankster of Konoha, made a big mistake. A prank messing with the Jonin and multiple other villagers. And, those villagers and the Jonin had the intent to kill Naruto. And, they chased him down until they reached the Forest of Death. Naruto was still outrunning them, but the Jonin chased him while the villagers stayed behind, thinking that he would die because of the Jonin and the animals in that area. Because the animals here were abnormally large and stronger, so that's why they didn't really care anymore, because they knew Naruto would die. So they thought. The Jonin chased him down until he finally found Naruto resting by a tree, and he kicked him off the tree, really fireball jutsu at Naruto, and Naruto got hit at point blank range and was sent right to the ground, very injured. The Jonin continued beating on Naruto until he was beat senseless. Naruto was the age of 6 by the time, and I know this is cruel, but if any of the Jonin had the chance, but the Hokage was not watching, they would definitely lose to Naruto. Naruto was wailed on and defeated. Naruto was crushed. His ribs were broken. His right arm was fractured. And his legs were barely working at the time because he was beaten so bad. And Naruto, his vision was blurry and wavering, but he was very hungry since he didn't eat the whole day as well. So he decided to try and crawl, but when he tried, it didn't work. He reached out forward for something because he saw a blue-looking kind of fruit. He thought it was a normal fruit. He reached out and grabbed it. He started munching. When he took a bite, the bite was horrible. The fruit tasted disgusting. Naruto thought it was his last meal that he'll ever have, so he decided to keep eating. He ate till the fruit was completely gone. Naruto laid on his back, thinking that it is all over. But something that Naruto did not comprehend was weird markings started to grow on his body, and it was the dragon mark, or those scale marks that you see on Kaido. I'm gonna say that's like the effects of the fruit after you eat it. I'm pretty sure it isn't, but it's a what if story, so it will be now. And that mark, the mark began to glow, and electricity started to come off Naruto, and his eyes began to glow of a yellowish tint. And Naruto started to get weird features of animalistic features, and he burst into a light, and the light shone and exceeded the forest trees and went above them. It started to form a spiral kind of shape, and into the form of the Azure Dragon. And the dragon roared, and it was Naruto. He was conscious, and he felt that he was so up in the sky, he was so strong. He felt his strength, and he felt that he could destroy anything. And Ninetales was also aware of this, watching Naruto's transformation and abilities, and Kurama was taken aback by this form, but Kurama started smiling and started to say, "So, I can use this kid in this form he possesses to be even stronger and destroy this world." As Kurama begins laughing maniacally. But Naruto didn't destroy anything, and that light appeared again. The golden light that everyone saw shrank back into the forest. Everyone was frightened. They all ran into the Hokage's office. And the Jonin told the Hokage about this, and the Hokage immediately sent a search party out for this weird creature, and thought it could be like another tailed beast or another monster that could far surpass even the Ninetales. So they sent an Anbu team to search for this weird creature, but they never found it. Naruto came out of the forest and remembered his form and decided to train even harder. Yes, he also has chakra, by the way. And Naruto began training as hard as he possibly can, training beyond his limits, exceeding what he could normally do, becoming even stronger than normal canon Naruto. And 6 years of training went by. Naruto, he became stronger and stronger, and soon later he started to grow a bit of a horn. It's just, I'm not gonna make it as big as Kaido's because I don't want Naruto to look all that different, but he's gonna grow a horn on the right side of his head, basically. And it's not gonna be too big, it's just gonna be a pretty average size. Like, not that curvy, but hey, it's still a horn. It's basically kinda identical to Aries' horn, but not on the forehead. It's a bit bigger than Aries' horn, so think of it like that. And Naruto started to grow a horn, and people started calling him weird and monsters. Like, they started calling him even more of a demon since he has a horn and stuff. Naruto didn't really mind. He still pursued his training, and Naruto was exponentially stronger. He could tree walk, water walk, and do multiple things that a Chunin would be able to do. And Naruto is above at least normal Chunin level. He's about a high Chunin rank in level right now. In his power level, high Chunin level. And Naruto, he also decided to get a weapon that matches his strength, and that was the Mason. I think it was the Mason, yeah. No, it's not a Mason, it was a club. It was that iron club that Kaido has. And Naruto got a small version, but still very useful. Naruto in this version is more toned and more of a taijutsu master. And also, he has learned other jutsus that can benefit him. And the Mizuki arc, well, Naruto stops that, and I'm not really gonna cover it because it's not very much. It's not really that interesting, so we move past that. And Naruto interests Sasuke because Sasuke saw the exponential growth in Naruto, and Naruto grew even further because of this fruit. He grew to about the size 5'11", which I'm pretty sure is taller than. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's taller than everyone in his team except like Kakashi or something. He grew to about 5'11", and yeah, Naruto took Sasuke's interest, and they began talking on the day of the exam. And oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm past that right now. So when they collected the teams and everything, right? Well, Kakashi's still late, 3 hours late, and Naruto, Sasuke began talking and started a kind of bond, a little brotherly bond, a friendship bond basically, and they started talking and laughing. And Sakura, still on their team, decided to like kind of try to butt into the conversation, but was immediately given the stare by both Naruto and Sasuke. And the stare was well, very intimidating, and she backed off the conversation as soon as they stared. She was in her mind was going, that Naruto Sasuke-kun away from me, you know, that monologue in her head. And yeah, we moved past that now, and Kakashi arrived, had the introductions, and they had pretty similar introductions. And Naruto is like the only change, saying that he wants to be the strongest ninja alive, strongest than even the first Hokage himself, Hashirama Senju. And Kakashi laughed and said, that's a big ambition, Naruto, but try your best. Kakashi didn't really think much of this and poofed into a cloud of smoke. And we moved to the next day of the bell test. Naruto and Sasuke did hang out after the introductions and started bonding and became close, became friends. And Naruto and Sasuke did do a little bit of training, just a little bit of light training on the same day. But when they arrived to take the bell test, Kakashi was still wasn't there. So they decided to eat some ramen. And Naruto only ate like one bowl, Sasuke ate one bowl as well. Sakura still didn't eat any food, so yeah. Kakashi finally arrived, seeing that Naruto is wearing some sick looking anime kind of apparel right now. He's wearing some sick anime uniform. Not uniform, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what Kaido's wearing. Basically, he's wearing that exact same thing, but isn't as bulky as Kaido. Yeah, he's wearing that fur coat that he wears, his pants and the chains on him, and those spiky bracelets. Yeah, he has that too. But Naruto is looking very intimidating. But Kakashi thought that those things he's wearing would be too heavy in battle and could potentially weaken Naruto because of the weight of those things. But Naruto has gotten stronger in multiple aspects, so he isn't going to be weak by any means. So we move to the bell test. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura went in to do the bell test, and Kakashi told them about the test and stuff, and Kakashi said, begin, and Naruto stood still while Sasuke stood still with him, but Sakura vanished and hid, and Sasuke told Naruto, let's do this, Naruto, let's show Kakashi-sensei our power. Naruto, his body started to glow, and started to glow with electricity, and his eyes began to glow, and Naruto says, yeah, let's do this, Sasuke. And Sasuke had never seen Naruto use this before, but they went into attack anyway, putting that to the back of his mind, and they started to fight. Kakashi, surprised that Naruto was still so mobile, had this much mobility even with those clothing on. Naruto used his club and tried to whack Kakashi straight in the side, which would have destroyed that part of his ribs. He would have destroyed all of his ribs on that side. But Kakashi barely dodged, and when Naruto hit the ground, there was a massive crater. And Sasuke was caught off guard too, but Sasuke, thinking quickly, released a fireball jutsu that took Kakashi aback, and Kakashi had to use a fireball jutsu of his own. But Naruto used those mini blasts that Kaido has in his dragon form. Yeah, he used, I don't know, it was like, he used to blast, multiple blasts out of his mouth that blasted through the fireball jutsu and hitting Kakashi, making him hit multiple trees, and Naruto began laughing and saying, "If this is all you got, how can you possibly teach us, Kakashi-sensei?" Kakashi was right behind Naruto, was about to attack. He kicked Naruto straight in the face, but Naruto didn't budge. He looked at Kakashi saying, "Was that all you got?" Kakashi jumped back and started thinking in his mind, this kid is a monster. He's a tank. I hit him full force with that kick. That should have knocked him out at least. Knocked him back a few feet. But Kakashi took off, revealed his Sharingan and began fighting more seriously. At his max power now, he's going all out. And Naruto can see this, and I said Naruto is tuning level when he's at this point. But when Naruto starts tapping into a bit of his devil fruit, the Yua no Mi, he instantly overpowers Kakashi and transforms into the dragon form. And Kakashi was taken aback, seeing that Naruto was that dragon that he was sent to look for. Naruto was that beast. Naruto roared and sent a mouth blast straight at Kakashi. There's no dodging this. No dodging this for Kakashi. Naruto held back quite a bit. Kakashi, he was sent way further down, way further than 6 feet under. Let's just say Kakashi was knocked out, and he was knocked out for a whole month. No, scratch whole month. He was knocked out for a whole 3 months. Yes, 3 months. Which means the Land of Waves arc was postponed even further, which meant that Gato was destroying even more of the village, rampaging the village, even having more of a rampage, and became more of a tyrant in those 3 months. And Naruto, he basically learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu and stuff, and he used that to win a fortune of the D-rank missions he's completed, and he shared it with Sasuke and gave a little bit to Sakura, like 5%. Him and Sasuke sharing the big bucks, so 5%, so they're basically sharing, like, Sasuke's giving 40%, Naruto he's using 45% of the money, like getting 45%, because he's doing all the work, and Sasuke agreed. He didn't really mind. But by the end of the 3 months, they finished every single mission, D-rank mission in the Leaf Village. Naruto is legit rich, and he can retire at this age. And Naruto grew even further since it was 3 months. Yeah, he grew even taller in the 3 months. He grew to about 6'3". Yeah, Sasuke grew like 3 inches, and Sakura, she grew 2. I don't even know why I'm talking about height, but I'm just saying they grew a little taller throughout the training and the missions. They did train, they did not slack. Sasuke awakened his one Tomoe Sharingan through the training with Naruto, and they became more like brothers. And Naruto trained even further and became stronger than ever. Kind of, you know how they had the Ikari form? Bro had the Ikari form without transforming into the Great Ape? Yeah. That's what basically Naruto's doing. He basically added the power of the Azure Dragon, or the Azure Eye Dragon, but in his humanoid form, increasing his power even further. So basically, the only notable difference is Naruto's blonde hair spikes up even further than normal. It's basically even more spikier. His eyes get that yellow or yellowish-orange tint, and he has that electricity coming off of him. And that's when you know he's using the, I'm just gonna say, the Ikari or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the Wrathful Dragon. You know what? Yes, the Wrathful Dragon form, since I can't think of anything else. So, the Wrathful Dragon form. The Wrathful Dragon form, yeah. That's what he called it. And he's exponentially stronger training this form and training Sasuke and Sakura so Sakura doesn't fall behind. But she's still weakest of them all, and yeah, they're not doing too bad right now. They're doing pretty well. But one thing that did happen was when Kakashi finally woke up, he remembered what happened and did not want to get on Naruto's bad side. So he tried to be very nice to Naruto next time. And the mission of the Land of Waves started. And a few minutes into the mission, the Demon Brothers decided to show up, and Naruto, well, he looked like the Jonin sensei, so they attacked him, and Naruto backhanded one of them with his club, and his head caved in on himself, alright? Yes, caved in. That's how much power it had, and that was only 3% of Naruto's strength. What, 3%? Yes, 3% of his strength. He whacked that man right on the head, and his head caved in on himself. He's dead. He's dead. He's not coming back. And Sasuke handled the other guy, and they got information from him. And yeah, Kakashi took both of them and sealed them in a scroll so that he can take the bounty from the Demon Brothers. And they continued, and Zabuza decided to show his face and threw his Executioner's Blade at the team, but Naruto just lifted his turn around and slammed down on that sword. The sword was going at a pretty fast pace, but Naruto whacked his club downwards, and the sword shattered into multiple pieces. And Zabuza was surprised that his sword, his most valuable weapon, Saitaku, is destroyed, and he is enraged and decided to charge at Naruto with a kunai. Naruto, he tried to cut through Naruto's skin, but his skin was hard basically. His skin, due to him becoming stronger, his skin is basically like scales, and they're not gonna budge and cut so easily. You need a hockey to cut through his skin basically, but they don't have that in this universe, so they're not gonna have it. So they try to cut through Naruto with this kunai, but this kunai just snapped in half. Naruto whacked Zabuza right in the guts with his club and sent him through multiple trees. Naruto dashed forward. In a blink of an eye, he was right in front of Zabuza, and his club was covered in electricity. This is the move he used on Luffy in Gear 4 that knocked him out. So he hit Zabuza straight right on the head, exactly like he did to Luffy, and Luffy managed to survive surprisingly, but Zabuza doesn't have the same luxury and passed away. Apologies for the background noises, but we continue. So Naruto whacks Zabuza right on the head, and he doesn't have the same luxury as Luffy and survived. He was KO'd and is never coming back. But Haku, seeing this, was enraged, and his eyes turned into a little bit of a reddish tint. I'm just gonna say it's just a bit of a rage boost, and he started rushing towards Naruto and started using every single move. He had the Ice Dragon Jutsu and multiple Ice Jutsus that he knows, and Demon Ice Mirrors. Naruto whacked the mirrors and destroyed them with one hit. Naruto whacks Haku straight in the guts, sending him through multiple trees, and Sasuke activated his Sharingan and dashed towards Haku and used the Lion's Barrage. Yes, he saw these moves in the forest because when they were training, he decided to fight Sasuke, and yes, Sasuke got whooped, and he copied that move. So he used the Lion's Barrage and sent Haku spiraling down, and used the kick and kicked him right in his gut when he hit the ground, and Haku was knocked out, and Naruto just left him there. But Kakashi picked him up and basically tied him up using binding seals and sealed him in a scroll. And we move forward to the arc. Yeah, to the arc. When they basically arrive at the village, they see Tsunami and stuff, and she whipped some crazy food. They were all mouth drooling, and Naruto especially. And Naruto ate till his heart was content. Naruto was full, and Inari decided to show his face and say, "You ninjas are gonna die. You're gonna die because of Gato. Gato will kill you all." And Naruto looked at him with a look, and Tazuna looked at Naruto and started pleading or even bowed down to his knees and started begging Naruto to not hurt Inari, his grandchild. But Naruto says, "Why are you bowing to me? I never said I was gonna hurt your child. I just want to have a few words with him." Naruto walks up to Inari and picks Inari up by his shirt and says, "You little brat, you better not talk to us like that again, or else I won't be so, merciful next time." And he drops Inari, and Inari starts crying and runs to his room and leaves. Naruto leaves, starts training, and trains his other friends too. He started training them. Yeah, he started training them, and they became, pretty good friends. Eventually. Well, Sakura still and Naruto later, but still. They started training and became even closer. So yeah, that's basically the only notable difference that you will see. And in the 3 days when they were training, they got exponentially stronger, and Sakura got even stronger. So she's about when Sasuke left the village. That's how strong she is right now because of the training, but not that much stronger. And Naruto, he was the one guarding the village and the bridge. And Gato decided to show up when I saw this hulking beast on the bridge. It was grown even further to about 6'11". You're saying he makes it to 7 foot. Yeah, he does making it 7 foot later on. But Naruto increase his age by 1 year. He's 13 and he's 6'11". He stands there and starts annihilating Gato's men, and Gato just started running for their lives. Naruto, he didn't want to destroy the bridge, coded his club in lightning and thunder, which is basically covered by the devil fruit he ate. The devil fruit is, he's basically doing Kaido's move, okay? It's too hard to explain. But he slams his club down, causing a notable damage, but not too much. And just sends electricity surging through the ground, through the bridge, and zapped all of Gato's men and Gato himself, frying them until they were no more. And Naruto apologizes for the damage he caused, but they say it's fine, and they just rebuild that small bit of damage. And the bridge is technically complete. And yeah, that's the Land of Waves arc. And when they return, the bridge was still named the Great Naruto Bridge. But when they returned, they ran into Kankuro messing with the third Hokage's grandchild. Naruto, a hulking beast, a giant, looked down at Kankuro and took out his club and pointed it towards him, or pointed it downwards towards Kankuro, saying, "You let that kid go, or else it's your head." And Kankuro started to shake. His legs began to shiver. He was frightened. Then he let go and started apologizing and started saying, yo, bro, chill. Then we need to bring out the club. We all good, right? We all good. We all friends here. Kankuro was shaking in his boots. But Naruto says, mess with this kid again, and you might be causing the Great Shinobi War. The third Great Shinobi War, because you're messing with the third Hokage's grandchild. And Kankuro was almost knocked out completely when Naruto said that, because he was messing with the giant, beast, and the third Hokage's grandchild, and Kankuro almost fainted. And Garo said, Kankuro, let's go. You don't need to mess with them. And Kankuro also, again began to, lost his fear for Naruto, but started growing another fear for Gaara even more. Gaara asked Naruto what his name was, and Naruto says, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. And he walked away. And Kakashi told him about the Chunin exams, but Naruto, he will be promoted to Jonin rank immediately, so he's not gonna be partaking in this event. So yeah, that's it for Naruto. But if you want me to continue this, comment down below, #continue, and I will continue if you comment that down below. And the like goal for this is 5 likes for this, okay? 5 likes. If we get 5 likes, then of course we will continue. But other than that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next part. Peace.